Hi there, this is Alnar from Lily Knits Knitting and Crochet. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet the 6-stitch cable pattern. Cables are not just for knitting, and you can create many gorgeous crochet cables by crossing raised stitches. This stitch uses front post, treble, and double crochets to create the cables on a background of half double crochet stitches. I use this stitch in my cabled throw pillow pattern, which I have posted for free on my blog at www.lilyknits.com. The 6-stitch crochet cable requires a multiple of 10 plus 5 for the foundation chain. I'm going to chain 25 to demonstrate this stitch. So I make a slip knot and insert my hook into the slip knot and start chaining 25. And there's my foundation chain of 25, which is just a multiple of 10 plus 5. For row 1, we half double crochet in the third chain from the hook and in each remaining chain. So we count 1, 2, 3 for our third chain, and half double, which is yarn over your hook, insert it into the stitch, pull through one loop, and then pull through all 3 remaining loops. And that's one half double crochet made. I'm going to half double crochet all the way down the row so that I have my first row complete. At the end of row 1, you should have a row of half double crochets that looks like this. To finish off the row, we chain 2 and turn our work. For row 2, we half double crochet in each stitch and each remaining stitch. So we yarn over the hook and insert it into the first stitch, pull through our loops, and just half double crochet all the way down the row. At the end of row 2, you should have 2 rows of half double crochets that look like this. To complete the row, we chain 2 and turn. Row 3 is where we start working on our actual cable. So this is where we actually start to see our cable stitch being formed. We start by working 3 half double crochets, well actually 1 half double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook, and create your first half double crochet, second half double crochet, and third. Next, we skip our next 3 half double crochets, and working 1 row below, we work front post treble crochets around the posts of the half double crochets. So we're not working in this row, we're working in the bottom row, the row below. So we skip our first 3. So the way I counted is we just worked into 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this first one, it counts as a stitch. So skip 1, 2, 3 for the ones that we just half double crocheted in. And then we skip the next 3. So 1, 2, 3. And so this is where we start working our first front post treble crochet. So a front post treble crochet is we yarn over our hook twice, and then we insert it from front to back to front around the stitch, and then we work a treble crochet by pulling through. You got to pull them up pretty high, otherwise your work will look bunchy. So I'm going to make it really high. and then work a treble crochet. So that's our first treble crochet. So we work another treble crochet around the next stitch and then one more around the stitch after that. So we have 3 front post treble crochets in a row. And remember to work them really, really high. Otherwise you'll get a really bunchy looking cable. I made that mistake the first time that I tried to crochet cables. So there we go, there's our first 3. And now we work in front of the first 3 treble crochets that we made. We work 3 front post treble crochets again around the skipped 3 stitches. So these 3 guys, we work our front post treble crochets around them now. So starting 3 back, so 1, 2, 3. Pull through a high loop, pull through another one, and again, and again. So that's our first. And then in the next stitch, and then this last one right here. So it'll look like this. You can see it's already starting to look a little like crossed, like a cable. So then we want to work 4 half double crochets in a row around into the next 4 half double crochets. So to make sure that you counted it properly, this is what I do. I just look behind the stitch and I can see that we just did 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to work our 4 half double crochets starting in the 7th. And that just pulls it in really nice and tight. And then we repeat what we just did until the end of the row. At the end of row 3, your work should look like this. Chain 2 and turn. For row 4, we work a half double crochet in each stitch, beginning with the first and all the way to the end of the row. So rows 4, 6, and 8 are all the same. So I'm just going to show it to you this once. So we half double crochet in each stitch, going all the way down till the end of the row. Pretty easy. You just have to be careful that you don't accidentally start crocheting in the bottom here. We want to be crocheting in the stitches that we just made. So just be careful that you're not, getting sidetracked or not paying attention and start working in the below rows. At the end of row 4, your work should look like this. Chain 2 and turn to begin working on row 5. For row 5, we work 3 half double crochets in the next 3 stitches. Actually, sorry, 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and then we work a front post double crochet in the next 6 front post treble crochets that we'd work the row below. So we start with this one. This is our first one. So front post double crochet is we insert our hook from the front to the back and back to the front around the post. And we work a double crochet, not a half double crochet. So there's 1, and then the next one. And remember to pull them up high if you can, so that you don't get bunchy looking cables. You have to be a little careful too, because they get a little bit mixed up here. there it is, right there. So I'm gonna work it around that one. So that's the first 3. The next 3 are easier because they're in front of those. So it looks like this. Look at that. You can really see how the cables are coming now. So in the next 4 stitches, we work our half double crochets. So this is how I like to do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the ones we just did. So this is the 7th where we start our 4 half double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we repeat. At the end of row 5, your work should look like this. We chain 2 and turn. Row 6 is just a repeat of row 4. So you half double crochet in every stitch all the way to the end of the row. I'm at the end of row 6 and I'm going to begin working on row 7. So I chain 2 and turn my work. For row 7, we half double crochet in the first 3 stitches. And then very similar to row 5, we work a front post double crochet around the stitches below, except this time we're working into our previous front post double crochets that we made in row 5. So we yarn over our hook, insert it into the first front post double crochet, and work a front post double crochet. So in through the front and back through. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it should look like this. And then we work a half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So starting in the 7th, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we repeat until the end of the row. At the end of row 7, your work should look like this. Chain 2 and begin working on row 8, which is just a half double crochet in every stitch going across the back of the top row. I've just finished working row 8 and I'm going to begin working on row 9. So I chain 2, turn my work, and I work a half double crochet in the first 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. So we're almost done. This is where we kind of get our crossover. So now we skip our first 3 front post double crochets and work our front post treble crochets around the next 3 front post double crochets. So we skip the first 3, these 3, and then we work our front post treble crochets around the next 3 front post double crochets. So yarn over twice, insert your hook from the front to the back and then back to the front. Pull through high so you don't get bunchy cables. And the first one's made. Second. and third. So it should look like this. And then we work a front post treble crochet around the skipped front post double crochets. So we start at this first one here. This is, to me, the most confusing row. The rest of the rows are all pretty easy, I think. You just have to be careful that you don't accidentally skip a stitch or work into the wrong one. But if you're, paying attention, it's not that hard. There. So it should look like that. So it's crossed over again. And then we work our half double crochets in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in the 7th stitch, we start our first, and then second, third, and fourth. So you can see it starting to look really pretty. So that's a full cable made. Repeat until the end of the row. At the end of row 9, you will have completed your first cable. Repeat rows 4 through 9 until you've reached the desired length. I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial. If you have, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and give the video a thumbs up. For more free patterns, visit my website at www.lilyknits.com.